I'm doing a really short stream. I think this might just be a single round before I have to go and make food. Finita. Toxicroak. I think I'm critting. I'm swapping all these. I'm only worried about set 4. Wise Glasses is set 3. Let me check that that's updated. It is. Nice. I think we'll go for the paralysis before bringing Drapion in. Even though Shadow Ball probably only doing about 20% to Drapion. I mean, 20 raw damage, not 20%, about 10%. Just don't want to use the rest. The alternative is that we could have switched straight out, stalled out Shadow Ball, and then tricked it back. And we could have used Gyarados to stall out Focus Blasts. If I'd known it was Toxicroak free, I would have done that. I don't think it's worth risking Uxie's HP to that extent, though, because obviously with a crit, Toxicroak can take Uxie out in those 2 turns. So even though Drapion doesn't get a complete setup on the 15 PP Shadow Ball, we get enough of a setup. And we do it safely. I don't think it's worth trying to improve this. Toxicroak 3 is... yeah... Wait a minute. It's 83 base HP. There's 158 at level 50, so that's not divisible by 4. So we get 2 more acupressures before the sub. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's got 2 health. Don't know what the star Raptor set is. I'll put in 3. We will know a toxic. No, we crit it. Okay, I'll leave it as Togekiss 4 then. I was going to say we obviously wouldn't have killed Togekiss at +6 without a crit. I'm not sure if this is Ginger or Carly. I think it's Ginger. It is Carly. Okay. So Carly is a 21 IV trainer. And this is Victory Bell 4. Yeah, I'm probably only doing this set. I'm probably going to come back later today, though. Again, if the weather flag is always active, it's always sunny day, but I don't think it is. So sunny day is not +5, so it can just solar beam here, I'm pretty sure. It could also use Sludge Bomb, and actually it could also use Ring Out. Ring Out does have a roll overlap with Sludge Bomb, so every move is possible. I think I'm going to trick it into everything, though. It is Ring Out. I'm tempted to trick it back, actually. Yeah, I think because Ring Out only has 5 PP, we'll go Drapion. That is slightly more than I expected it to be honest. It has 3 PP left Ring Out, so we can sub rest. Although that does mean that Ring Out breaks a sub. does it next turn, though. So we'll go back to Uxie and remove the... I'm actually going to paralyze before I remove the choice scarf. And this is okay because this means that without ring out, it does damage so slowly. So we have actually achieved something by tricking and then tricking back, even though it looks a bit silly. We could have gone straight to Drapion, though. It is true that... Because Victory Bell 4 is base 100 special attack invested. That's 167. Level 50. It's not high enough to concern Drapion, really. And even if it did lock itself on the sunny day, I didn't really want to set up Gyarados anyway. So... particularly on a 21 IV trainer. It's never going to run out of PP before I'm finished setting up as well. Even if it didn't get fully paralyzed at all, it would have one turn of struggling before I was out of acupressure. Because Victory Bell is odd HP. I don't think there's much logic to wanting to stall out Sun. I can do it though because of Gyarados. There is a small chance that it matters for Gyarados, I suppose. So I will wait on the Sun to end the turn that I KO Victory Bell, because I will OHKO it. I will OHKO 21 IV Victory Bell, even from full health. Kang 4. And Medicham 4. Which obviously doesn't live. I'm drawing a blank. I think this is Eevee. Battle Girl Eevee? It's Marianne, okay. Now I need to remove Life Orb from set 2. So it doesn't kill itself. Set 2 can ruin that with Fling, but I need to remove Life Orb from set 3. And set 4, I'm not making it fast and Gyarados by tricking. It's set 3, and it gets the freeze. That's not too bad, honestly, because I was never going to be using Thunder Wave against a Guts Pokemon. The fact it's locked into Ice Punch is a bit annoying. Literally anything else is preferable. Slightly difficult situation. I might have to rely on Gyarados setting up late. Yeah. Ice Punch would be able to break Gyarados' sub at -1, I'm pretty sure. Struggle would be a 2-shot on the sub at -1. Ice Punch has 14 PP remaining. I've been in a situation before, I feel. And I think I decided to rest loop on Drapion and take the slow setup on Gyarados. What's different about this scenario is that Uxie wasn't frozen that time. And the thing is, The reason this matters is because Uxie is not going to be able to try and unfreeze on Struggle. Struggle is too much to Uxie. So I think this actually means we keep Uxie in. If we're not going for the Drapion setup anyway on Ice Punch, we're keeping Uxie in. And trying to yawn. Actually, we're probably trying to Memento even. Uxie is faster. If I wake up this turn, I'd want to yawn. I'm just thinking, if I get Memento off, could Drapion set up? I mean, at that point, Ice Punch is doing about 30 to Drapion. It's only about 19 after healing with Black Sludge. It's enough to KO Drapion. If it's frozen immediately, basically. This would still be Yawn, though, I think. Yeah, and I think it's now Memento. Yeah. We didn't wake up. No, we didn't we didn't unfreeze. It's got 10 turns of Ice Punch left. The worst case scenario is that Drapion gets frozen immediately. I can avoid that with I can use 5 substitutes and then rest. With Drapion. A bit concerned. Quick one in the back could easily be Quick Claw. The alternative to, instead of playing very safe with Drapion and using 5 subs into rest, is that I go Gyarados, switch out of Gyarados into Drapion, so it's a -1 Hariyama. Since that's doing close to 40 damage to Drapion, that's quite a lot less. Crucially, it's not quite substitute range. If I did that and Drapion got immediately frozen, I think it would still be a 6-hit KO. And then I would be Gyarados in against a -2 Hariyama. I would be able to safely substitute on Ice Punch. Ice Punch wouldn't break the sub without a crit. That might be a short setup, but if I'm going to waste Drapion, that's also always guaranteed to be a short setup, because it's always going to be a setup on Struggle. And Hariyama isn't paralyzed. I'm never getting a few freebies in like I do with a few other situations with Struggle. So I think it is Gyarados first. I cannot bring Gyarados back into Ice Punch, though. If Gyarados gets frozen, the match definitely could be over. There's no freeze on Drapion, though. That's good. So we took 28 damage. That's about what I expected. I said that it would probably do about 40. And then we get 11 healing. I really like going for acupressure. If I can get defense or evasion, I can potentially get a Drapion set up, which is probably quite a lot safer than Gyarados, into a fighting trainer. I would not want to go with Drapion without defense boost, though, because of Machamp 3 and 4. I did immediately get okay. We got defense, but we also got frozen. We're definitely staying in for the next, at least the next 9 turns. No 4, just like with Uxie. This is quite bad. The 4 there is interesting, and we've got defense and evasion. Oh, it's close to make the call between going with a partial Drapion sweep with 2 really good early boosts versus going with the Gyarados setup. That's a tough call. I can see what the next few acupressures are. Because if they are good, maybe I would go with that. But if they're not, I have to make the call in 2 turns anyway on whether or not Gyarados is coming in. Again, it is a battle girl. We'll see what the boosts are. We're staying in anyway. I'm not going to use sub here. It's always going to be acupressure. Accuracy. This is probably the crucial one. I think I need this to be... What I need it to be? About special defense or speed. I don't think special attack would be good enough. It's another defense boost. I think I'm going to pull the plug on that then. +4 defense and +2 evasion is far from an ideal Drapion setup. The next few boosts could easily be attack and accuracy. Even special attack. And then what if a special one comes in? What if anything comes in which can disrupt Luke's Drapion through the setup? Because Dark Pulse is unlikely to get up to a high enough boost count that I would sweep a fighting trainer. So I think it is always... And Drapion's at a decent HP, it's not too bad. I think it's always going to be Gyarados here then. It's at -2, this struggle shouldn't do very much. Struggle crit crack, it can break the sub. But I think double struggle could also potentially break the sub. I'm hoping it doesn't crit this turn, basically. Laserkin. I'm not seeing a punish for staying in. There's obviously the Pashu set. There's also the Bright Powder set. So I'd never be using Ward Fill here. It would always be Earthquake. If I miss set 2, it's not too bad. I could switch Stall out, Focus Blast, Solar Beam with a reasonably healthy Drapion. It would never be using Blast Burn at full health anyway. And set 4 just faints here. Okay. Well, it wasn't set 2. No, it could have been set 2, I guess, but if it was, we didn't get the miss. Let's see Transform. We didn't get the flinch, but it didn't matter. So actually, the Drapion setup probably would have been safe. Heatran 4, we can easily stall it out of Earth Powers. I guess Heatran 4 could have exploded when I was trying to switch. And then, if it was Blaziken 4, it would have been faster than Gyarados. It could have been dangerous, I guess. Ambipom 2, I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check that Warren is set 2. Yeah. So Ambipom 2 is a funny set. The AI is not very good at using it properly. Thunderwave and Protect. Sorry, Thunderwave and Fake Out are both possible here. Fake Out would break the trick option anyway. Okay, it's Thunderwave. It's a big deal that Ambipom2 is badly used by the AI, because this could be a deadly set. But the issue with the set is that Fake Out gets dropped in priority so hard after turn 1, and this set is so likely to use Thunderwave on a faster opponent. And of course, if it doesn't use Fake Out on turn 1, it won't be able to use Last Resort. It won't be a viable move. So it can get stuck on Protect then. I think I'm going to keep on Acupressure even though it's on Struggle, yeah. The full Paralysis there is annoying because this Ambipom doesn't feint this Struggle because it's HP visible by 4. We're not awake on this turn. So it's Rapidash 2. We would Oko Rapidash 2 at +6, but we're only at +4. It's Breloom 2 in last, which is fine. I think this is PI River. Oh, it's Chester. Chester is Internet Detective. But this is Articuno 4, since that's the one with Sheer Cold. From memory, I always Memento this. I can't trick it. I can't let it outspeed. And if I don't Memento and Sheer Gold hits Uxie, then this Articuno can break Gyarados and Drapion's subs. So Sheer Cold turn 1 would be best. It's Ice Beam. I like going Gyarados because it can't actually Ancient Power Gyarados. It sees Ice Beam as the highest damage move. And Sheer Cold is likely to brick on the substitutes. And even if it somehow forces its way through Gyarados, it has to use Sheer Cold BP to do that. And then Drapion can stall out Ice Beam with substitute rest and then set up on Ancient Power and Air Cutter. Yeah, this reminds me now. It does hit the first Sheer Cold. It's not too bad. Gyarados' primary function is to waste Sheer Colds. Okay, hits both Sheer Colds. That sucks a bit. Still not really a disaster. So I am going to Dragon Dance. We need +3 to Oko this. There's a chance we don't get that in. Yeah, so we always get a Dragon Dance off here. I'm considering using Waterfall though. Because if it uses Ice Beam again, I'm going to have to sub. That turn will be Sheer Cold or Ice Beam, but then after that will be Ice Beam guaranteed until I'm above 40. Since it will see a kill. So the concern is if I Dragon Dance here into substitute on a Sheer Cold hit, I do get one more sub though. It would have to crit the sub. So I think that's safe. It's only bad if it gets Sheer Cold into a crit. And even then Drapion can stall out Sheer Colds as well. I think it would be a mistake to try and sweep at +1. So that's breaking. We got the sheer cold miss. I am tempted to go for +4. We're only really worried about crits at this point. Because the Ice Beam doesn't break the sub, I just think Dragon Dance is not only boosting but also chip healing. It matters into stuff like Drift Blame with Aftermath, which can happen on a PI's team. So we'll go now at +5. It's pretty good, honestly. Shiftry. So Sucker Punch will break the sub, but I don't know what I can do about that. What should I do? I can Dragon Dance. The problem with Dragon Dance is that it can Sucker Punch the next turn. Shiftry is awkward because I won't Oko this with Waterfall every time. It's a roll. I guess I should go for the roll, though. Because if I don't get the roll, I can sub next turn. And that will always put me in C-Bomb range, and then it will never Sucker Punch on the final turn. Yeah, that's best. We actually don't Dragon Dance, even though we get hit by Sucker Punch. It's Dugong in last. The sheer cold set. We will be substituting, obviously. This is Hugh. It's Keegan. I think this is trick every time. Metal Claw is a bit awkward. That's set to... Well, Alison, if you just say what your ideas are in chat and I can check if you're a bot or not. So I'll go for the Thunderwave and get Gyarados in on a few of these Metal Claws. Just in case it's a boost. Yeah, there's the first boost. In fact, maybe I should be setting up Gyarados anyway. It's gone back up to neutral damage again. But just say what your idea is in the chat. Metal Claw has 35 PP. I'm a little bit worried about trying to force a Drapion setup, to be honest. I don't think a crit would do more than 55. This is a case where I do see the appeal of accuracy drops on setup. Because Meteor Mash doesn't apply, but it is specifically Metal Claw. Breloom Last is an interesting one. I don't know what the Medicham set was. I'll put 4. It's just Joachim. It's Karsten. Karsten's different to the others. I think he's 21 IV. No, he's 31 IV set 4. Okay. This is air slash every single time. I want to say that the safest line is the Thunder Wave, switch to Gyarados, switch back, and Memento. I don't want to test out if Togekiss 4 can flinch enough times with Air Slash at -2 against Drapion to win. Air Slash is a nasty move, it's got 15 PP. It would break both subs. I need to reset anyway. I think it's Memento and Drapion. Not actually afraid of Togekiss so long as it can't flinch. I will look at your messages later, Alison, when I'm not thinking about the streak. We now out heal the damage. Hyper Beam's still impossible, I think. Because Aura Sphere is getting promoted by the evasion. It has to run out of Aura Sphere and Air Slash before it can Hyper Beam. And Aura Sphere is 20 PP, which is not going to happen. Rampardos 4. What a terrible thing to have in the front, but a great thing to have in the back. And Milo 4, that's also fine. We did get the 2 KO, that's quite nice. I'm guessing that might have been guaranteed though. I think I have to stop there for a few hours. I'll probably stream again in a bit.